for watching. So today I thought it would be fun to film a get ready with me video. Tonight I'm going to the Justin Timberlake Man in the Woods concert with my sister, my husband, and her husband, and I am super excited. And I thought it would be sort of fun to, you know, film me doing my makeup. So yeah, let's get started. Not only is this going to be a get ready with me video, but I'm going to include a lot of my 2018 makeup favorites. You'll get to see what products I've been really enjoying last year. So first off, I'm starting with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Primer. And this was a discovery later in the year, but I really like the way it makes my foundation look. Although you'll see that the foundation that I'm going to use has been one of my favorites, and that was also found later in the year. And now it just looks so nice on the skin, and I find that I don't even need a primer. But I decided to just use one in case, you know, it's a concert, it's probably going to be super hot and I sweat really easily. So anything to help the foundation last. So my all-time favorite foundation that I've been using non-stop is this YSL Touche Eclat All-in-One Glow Foundation. And it is a bit on the pricey side, but I've been seeing it all over YouTube. And I decided to bite the bullet and just try it. And if I didn't like it, then I would return it back to Sephora. But I actually ended up loving this. I've never had a foundation look so silky smooth on my skin after hours of wearing it. You know, usually foundations, they start off looking really, really good. And then by midday, I am looking haggard. But this foundation, it's crazy how long it actually lasts. And that's what really sold me on it. So yeah, I'm going to be blending that in with my beauty blender. I used about 2 pumps. And if you want to know my shade, I think is BD40. I'm just pouncing it into my skin. And what I love about this foundation is that I don't need to use a lot, and it still covers up everything without looking super heavy and cakey, and it doesn't feel heavy at all. And as you can see, it actually keeps my skin super glowy, but not overly glowy. One of the foundations I used before was the NARS glowy foundation, and I thought that made me look a little too oily, and especially after a few hours, my oils did really get too crazy. So now I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I am in the color Custard. I feel like everybody knows about this concealer, everybody uses this concealer. Maybe not anymore. I feel like people have moved on, but this one has always been one of my favorites. I have tried the Tarte Shape Tape, and I do like that, but I have to go in between 2 shades to actually match. And today I just wanted to make it as fast and as simple as possible. And you know, just going with the products I know definitely work. And I've been using this concealer for so long now. So now that I've got my base on, I'm going into my Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I'm going to use this Sigma tapered highlighter brush, and I really like the shape of this and how small the brush is for setting my under eyes. And I know a lot of people bake on their under eyes, but I feel like my under eyes are already dry enough, and that part I'm not worried about looking oily in a few hours. It's mostly my T-zone, so like my forehead, especially the sides of my nose. And the foundation is just, it has such a nice glow to it. I don't want to cover up too much, but I will just set right here at the bottom, under my contour line. And I actually don't let it set for too long, so I guess this isn't even baking. I don't know, this foundation is just so awesome. I got it during the what is it, the VIB Rouge sale at Sephora. So even though it's super pricey, I bit the bullet because I had that discount and it was worth it. Now I'm just going to contour a little bit. I really like the MAC Maleficent. It's actually in the Sculpt Powder, but it's just the limited edition Maleficent packaging. And I'm using a Sigma small contour brush. I really like the cool tone brown shade of this. I'm just using this to first chisel out my cheekbones a little bit. And I like to go in with this powder first because it is such a cool tone. It creates a really nice natural shadow before I go in with my bronzer. And I don't go in too crazy. Bring it under the chin. And I'm actually going in with this super small, what is this? It's from Etude House, the Secret Brush 130 contour brush. I'm guessing it's like a nose contour brush. And I'm not very good at nose contouring, but I try. Just take it a little bit down the sides of my nose, and since I'm not good, I don't like using too much. And I don't know if it makes a difference, but at least I tried. And now I go in with the Benefit Hoola bronzer. And I use this really big, pretty bronzer brush from Benefit. I'm sure it's supposed to go with this Hoola bronzer. I just go in. I also take it up on the sides of my forehead. And then brush it right on top of that Sculpt powder. Now for my favorite blush, I have been loving this for quite a while now. It is from Clinique, one of their cheap pop blushes in Ginger Pop. And I just really like the tone of this. It's not super pink or super coral or super red. It's like kind of in between everything. And I've been really enjoying this type of color for not only my cheeks but also for my lips. Kind of like a burnt orangey color. And now for highlight, I'm using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. And there's actually a lot of highlighters that I like, but I just decided to go with this one because it's super reflective. And I thought that would just be fun for a concert. And now that my face makeup is done, I like to move on to my brows next before I do my eye makeup. And I've been using this Anastasia Brow Wiz for so long. This is probably like my 5th one. And my eyebrows are microbladed. I got them microbladed I think 2 years ago, and they're still going really strong. But I do like to go in with my Brow Wiz still and just fill in just a little bit and clean up the edges. And I find that my microblade has gone a little bit cooler toned, and my hair has a lot of brown to it. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, I also go in with the dark brown shade because it has a lot of warmer tones in it too. I used to use the ebony shade, but that one was too cool toned. And they do look quite dark now, but that's because I don't have any of my eye makeup on. So hopefully it looks better once that's on. So I really love the Tarte in Bloom palette. Looks like this. You can see I've hit pan on the that contour shade, the Smarty Pants shade. Out of all the palettes that I've tried, I really like this crease color the best. And I'm going with just like a Sigma E25 blending brush. This palette has been with me everywhere. I take it with me whenever I travel. And I'm really lucky that it hasn't broken on an airplane yet. But yeah, so I'm taking the Smarty Pants shade and just blending it all over the lid and into the crease. I'm actually not sure what kind of look I'm going to be doing tonight. Maybe something glittery and fun for the occasion. But yeah, this color, I'm so sad that I already hit pan on it and none of the other colors did. Because once I run out of this shade, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if that's a good enough excuse to buy a whole nother in Bloom palette just for that shade, but I'm gonna have to research like a dupe or something because it's got like the perfect amount of warmness to it, but it's not like too orangey, you know? I don't want to go too crazy. See, I love the In Bloom palette so much that I also bought the Toasted palette, and I'm still trying to get used to the orangey shades, but yeah, let's see, maybe I'll... Okay, so first I'm going to go into this Sunset shade. I just like to take my fingers because I feel like that is the most opaque application. I'm just gonna pop that onto the lid. Yeah, when I first tried this Toasted palette out, I didn't think it was as pigmented as the In Bloom palette, but I'm really hoping I just need to like get through the top layer a little bit. And then going into the In Bloom palette, I'm just taking this shade right here, Firecracker, just because I really like the shade. And I pretty much always use it. I'm putting it on the outer half of my lid. I'm going back into the crease shade, blending that out. I'm sorry guys, I really don't know what kind of look I'm going for. I'm just kind of winging it. I don't want it to be too crazy. And then for my lower lash line, I really like this MAC 214 brush. This is the only brush I use to smudge in some eyeshadow on my lower lash line. So I'm just going in with that crease shade, the Smarty Pants shade from the In Bloom palette. Okay, so for a little bit of glitter, this isn't one of my favorites because I haven't used it that often, but I really wanted to try the Stila, what is this, the Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and this one is in Smouldering Satin. It's just like a really pretty glitter, but it's like easier to use than loose glitter. So I'm gonna pop this right on the lid, just a little bit. And just use a Q-tip. Blend it in and like place it where I want it to go. Going into this shade and then I'll go into the lighter shade afterwards. I'm gonna pop that right onto my brow bone. And I'm taking just a tiny Morphe M170 brush, and this is one of my favorites. Where is it? Right here. This is one of my favorite highlight shades, and I don't know, I really can't find an inner corner highlight shade in any other palette that I like as much as this one. And it's so pigmented and it just applies super easily. And for my eyeliner, I'm going to be going in with a liquid liner since I don't want to mess up the shape at all. I like going in with a darker shadow first just to kind of stencil or outline a shape in. And once I have a shape that I am happy with, I go in with this eyeliner. Now for my lashes, I'm just going to curl them in the two mascaras that I really love. is the Kiss Me Heroin Make Plum and Curl Mascara and the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, which I know is super, super popular. So I go in with this first and then I layer this one on top. And I think I will go in with some lashes. These ones are from Filt'r, and what are they called? Wispy Beat, I guess? Yeah, they're not too dramatic. I didn't want anything that would cover up all of like the glitter, so I think these ones will work perfectly. And I like using this Duo Dark Toned Lash Glue, and I always prefer the lash glue with the little brush on them. It's so much easier applying the glue than like from the tube. Yeah, I actually really like the way they look. So they're not too dramatic, but they add a little bit of length and just a little bit of volume. And so I'm going to line my upper waterline with this Too Faced Perfect Eyes Waterproof Eyeliner. And I haven't found an eyeliner that I absolutely love yet. I don't do this often anyways. And now that I have the lashes on, since they do cover up a bit of the eye makeup, I always like to just go back in, bring the crease a little higher if I need to, darken things up here and there. And last but not least, I'm moving on to the lips, and I have been absolutely in love with these Peri Para tints. I have so many of the colors. I'm planning on doing a swatch video because I have so many in case you guys are interested. So the first one I'm going into is the Airy Ink Velvet in the shade number 11, and it's just a really light moussey texture in a red color. And lately I have been into really light, simple, easy lip shades. Nothing that is too high maintenance, nothing that takes like a lip liner and like super careful application. And these Korean lip tips, man, they are the bomb. See, and that gives just like a really nice subtle wash of color. But then my favorite shade is this one, number 5, and it's just a regular ink velvet. It's kind of similar to like the cheek shade that I was talking about, like that burnt orangey red color. This one has been my favorite for so long. I just feel like this kind of shade complements my skin tone really well. And these tints, they last for a really long time, and they do stain the lips slightly, which is really nice because when it does start to fade, it fades pretty evenly. And since it is just like a really simple small tint, it's really easy to reapply later on in the day. Take these hair velcros out. So yeah, this is my makeup for the concert tonight, and I really hope you enjoyed this get ready with me. And I'm sorry that there were so many parts where I wasn't talking. I was just really trying to concentrate on doing my makeup real fast so we could head out the door. But yeah, I really hope you guys had fun, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!